Hi, I'm Martin Lindsay from the Studying Learning Centre at RMIT University. This is a short movie on dividing decimals. Let's start by dividing decimals by 10, 100 and 1000. Here are some examples. Let's look at the first example, 53.7 divided by 10. Notice here that 10 has got one zero. So what we do when we divide by 10 is to move the decimal point one place to the left. In other words, the decimal point is now between the 5 and the 3, giving us an answer of 5.37. Second example, 462.9 divided by 100. Here 100 has got two zeros, so we move the decimal point two places to the left. So the decimal point is now between the 4 and the 6, giving us an answer of 4.629. Finally, 3,782 divided by 1,000. Notice here that 1,000 has got three zeros, so we move the decimal point three places to the left, giving us a decimal point between 3 and 7. So the answer now is 3.782. Now let's look at some decimal divisions where we're not dividing by 10, 100 or 1000. Here's a fairly straightforward one, 8.4 divided by 4. Writing it out as shown, 4 into 8.4. Notice I've lined up the decimal points to begin with. 4s into 8 goes 2. And 4s into 4 goes 1, giving us an answer of 2.1. What happens if we're not dividing by a whole number? Here's an example, 8.48 divided by 0.4. Notice 0.4 is not a whole number. What we do is to turn that 0.4 into a whole number, and to do that we have to move the decimal point one place to the right. In other words, instead of the decimal point between 0 and 4, it's now after the 4, or just 4. But what we do to one decimal, we have to do to the other decimal. The 8.48 has to be changed as well. So moving the decimal point one place to the right gives the new decimal 84.8. So we now have 84.8 divided by 4. So now we go ahead and carry out the division. 4s into 84.8. 4s into 8 goes 2. 4s into 4 goes 1. Notice the decimal points are lined up. And finally 4s into 8 goes 2, giving us an answer of 21.2. Now let's extend this decimal division to a slightly harder problem. 145.25 divided by 0.25. Again, notice the problem. The problem is 0.25 is not a whole number. So we first of all have to turn that into a whole number. So what we do is move the decimal point two places to the right, giving us 25. Similarly, because we've done that to the 0.25, we must move the decimal point two places to the right for our 145.25, giving us an answer of 14525. So what we're carrying out now is a division 14525 divided by 25. So let's go ahead and carry out that division. 25s into 14525. 25s into 1 won't go. 25s into 4 won't go. 25s into 145 goes 5 times, and that gives us a remainder of 20. So we place the 20 next to the 2. So we're now dividing 25 into 202, which goes 8 times, and that gives us a remainder of 2, which we place next to the 5. So we're now saying 25s into 25 goes 1 exactly. So the answer to this question, 145.25 divided by 0.25, is 581. Now do some problems for yourself. The answers to these questions are on the next slide. Thanks for watching this short movie.